pit blade works.
Hey, what is up, you guys? It's Silver Fang, and today I'm back with another video. So I'm really excited about this one. As you saw in the title, as you saw in the thumbnail, today I'm going to be covering Enkidu. And Enkidu is one of those servants that is like, oh my god, like this dude or this thing, because he doesn't have a gender. I don't believe he has a gender. I think he's genderless. So, but like Enkidu, man, is one of those servants that is really powerful. I know this from watching Fate Apocrypha, and I know this from all the comments that you guys have left me about Enkidu and Gilgamesh. So I'm pretty curious to see like what kind of skills does he have and like his abilities, because I know he has the chains of heaven, but I'm pretty sure that's not all he can do. Like, because if that was the case, he wouldn't be powerful at all, because not all the servants are divine. So I'm pretty sure he has more skills than just the chain. So I'm curious to see. Also, I know that this guy is what's the name of that novel? I think it's Strange Fate. Strange Fate. I think, I'm not sure. But it's that novel where Heracles is and Gilgamesh, and like he's in there with those top tier guys. So I'm curious to see what Enkidu can do. I'm really excited about this one. I'm not gonna talk too much. I'm just gonna remind you guys to please don't forget to subscribe. And without further ado, let's just jump into the video, because I'm excited to see what he can do, or she, or whatever, or it. And I gotta say, Fate did go a little.
What is up, guys? Today I bring to you the servant profile of the day, Enkidu. In the legend, he's a man, but in the Fate verse, he has no gender. So technically he's an it, but for the sake of this video, I'll be referring to him as a male. He can be summoned as a lancer or berserker. His place of origin is Mesopotamia, and he's the wild man sent by the gods to tame Gilgamesh in the Epic of Gilgamesh. After a fierce battle, Enkidu ended up becoming Gil's one and only true friend. First off, we have abilities. Enkidu's combat ability is around the same level as Gilgamesh in his prime, and he's the only person that Gil considers as an equal. Since the gods made him as a wild man, his nature is akin to our most primal instincts, which is that of a wild animal. This also gives him a connection to nature and the ability to communicate with animals. The form you see now is actually of a female named Shamhat. See, the gods were afraid that Enkidu wouldn't do his job and continue to wander the earth as a wild man instead. This is when they sent Shamhat. She's a sacred prostitute sent by the god Anu to calm Enkidu down. The first time they met, he instantly fell in love with the girl and banged her out in the woods for 7 days straight. He learned more things about himself, and he slowly gained perspective on human nature. Of course, in the Fate verse, he's genderless, so during this period, they just spent time together. Due to this, he has a strong connection with her and takes the shape of her body as his base form. Shamhat was even able to witness the first battle between him and Gilgamesh, and according to her, it felt like the world had been born and destroyed 7 times just from watching them fight.
Wow.
Personal skills. Transfiguration. The rank is A class. Probably one of the most interesting skills so far. Enkidu was made from clay by the gods Anu and Aruru. Therefore, he lacks a fixed form. He can change his height, weight, and shape at will. If he wants to be a spear, or a shield, or even a giant beast, no problem. This is the same ability that allowed him to last several days against the Gate of Babylon. And despite using 90% of the clay in his body to the point where he couldn't even form clothes, he still forced Gil to empty out his vault, which is quite the feat. The battle was then left at a stalemate because if they continued, it more than likely would have just been a double KO. Due to his general makeup, he's been given the characteristic of an automatic dog. His base stats begin with no value, and the master is given a certain amount of points to fill in his parameters. This includes strength, endurance, agility, mana, and luck. They can also change based on the situation. So here's how it goes. Enkidu has a total of 30 points. The max amount of points you can spend is relative to the master's skill level. The higher your rank is in the skill, the higher the total value. Since Enkidu is from the A class, he's clearly top of the line. His magic resistance will also change based on his mana rank. If he's summoned by the world and Earth is his master, then all of his stats are set to A rank and he gets an extra 30 points. So here's the parameter cost. For an A rank, it's 7 points. B rank is 6 points. C rank is 5 points. D rank is 4 points. And E rank is 3 points. You pick which stats you want and you spend the points accordingly. But don't get too excited. When you get to A class, I'm raising the price on y'all. If you decide to go from A to A+, you have to drop 2 ranks in one parameter or 1 rank in 2 parameters, which still isn't a bad deal. The only way this doesn't work is if your master is trash. When it comes to Grand Order, he'll receive an A rank in different parameters, but never all of them because that would obviously break the game. Presence detection. The rank is A+ to A++. It allows him to detect anything via the earth, even at a long distance. As of right now, he's been able to detect water sources up to 10 kilometers away. If a servant has presence concealment with a rank that's equal or lower to this skill at the time, their effects will be nullified. Consummated shape. The rank is A class. Since Enkidu's body is made from clay during the Age of Gods, his body contains special properties. This allows him to use magical energy from the land to regenerate himself. As long as the land has energy, his body will never fall. His soul, on the other hand, is a different case. Age of Babylon, the wisdom of the citizens. The rank and the phantasm type is unknown. This allows him to create weapons from the earth, such as swords, spears, and chains. Once again, this too helped him match the output of the Gate of Babylon. And although the source is unknown, he's also shown the ability to transform an entire forest into a bounded field. Enuma Elish. O humans, let us restrain the gods. The rank is A++. It's an anti-purge phantasm that turns his body into a divine construct. Simply put, divine constructs are God-made armaments. When Enkidu was sent to get Gilgamesh's mind right, he was also created as the Chains of Heaven. The people of Uruk complained how Gilgamesh was trolling everybody, and since Gil was part deity himself, he was pretty much making the gods look bad. Not to mention his actions would cause a divide between the gods and their people. So, as the Chain of Heaven, Enkidu was sent to bind and bring Gil's state of mind back to the heavens. Eventually, a fight broke out between the two. Gil soon realized, as someone of his stature, Enkidu was the only one that could truly understand him as a person, and they ended up becoming good friends. The phantasm itself is a linchpin of light that pours out the power of the counterforce. The more the opponent has terrorized the planet, or humanity, the stronger the attack. The energy is then turned to a form that the world can perceive, and it pierces the opponent in one powerful strike. The suggestion comes from Unchained Gods on my Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde video, who said that they would like to see a profile on Enkidu from Strange Fate, please. That about wraps it up. If you enjoyed the video, please like it up so we can get this trending. Feel free to add information as you see fit, and let me know what you guys think about it. It's your boy Saya. I'm out.
901 Shelby Drive, look alive, niggas came up on this side.
Ooh, that was dope. That was dope. Enkidu did not disappoint. Enkidu did not disappoint. Yo, this man is versatile, or it. I'm gonna call him he, but whatever. Yo, this dude is powerful, man. Like, yo, the just the fact, just the fact that when he summoned, or I don't know if he can do this repeatedly do this whenever he faces an opponent, but just the fact that you can actually choose this guy's stats, it's crazy. It's so crazy. The fact that you can choose his stats is insane. Wow, that's crazy. That's powerful. Oh my god, you don't know like how useful that will be, especially, and I don't know if he can, but especially if he could change his stats based on opponents. Like if for example, let's say this guy was fighting at the top of my head, I'm gonna say Cool Colon, right? For example, right, Cool has an A, I think an A or A plus agility. This man can just switch his agility to A class or A plus to match. Like, you see how, like, the potential, or somewhere like Heracles, who, and when I say Heracles I mean Berserker, who has like A plus strength. Like, this guy can change his strength to match him. Like that's powerful, man. Like, that's a crazy ability to have. That's a crazy ability to have. The only downside though is that his abilities or stats do directly depend on the master that summons him, which again, it kinda is the case for most servants. But like, if Enkidu gets like a really trashy servant, then his skills are probably gonna be like really bad. But if he gets a decent enough servant, man, like, that's dope. This guy is powerful, man. This guy's strong. Oh my god, that's dope. Just the fact. And also, I'm really curious, like, that his noble phantasm is called Enuma Elish. Why? My question is this: does it have the same amount of power? Because he does get apparently he does somehow get the energy from the counter force itself. So my question is this: does this noble phantasm have the same attack power as the Enuma Elish that Gilgamesh fires from Ea? That's my question. Does he have the same amount of power? Let me know in the comment section below. The next thing is, like, just like Gilgamesh, just like Emiya, this guy can just create or summon weapons out of the earth, pretty much, like, all day, technically you could say that he is able to summon more weapons than Gilgamesh, because yes, it is said that Gilgamesh's vault has unlimited treasures, but you know that there is a limit. Like, there has to be a limit. It's just, I think they just say limitless because of how much stuff is in there. But remember, not all those things are weapons, and there is a limited amount. As much as he wants to say, or his story wants to say limitless, there's not a limitless amount of treasure that he could have collected. There is a limit. While Enkidu, as long as he has the earth, he can fire different weapons. So technically, well, he in his fight was with Gil, he was able to empty his vault. There you go. Just based on that, like, this dude is powerful, man. This dude is powerful. His body is almost indestructible as long as he has clay, and there's an ability, I forgot the name of it, but there is an ability that allows him to regenerate himself. So like, which fits him perfectly, because remember, he is made out of clay. So that's dope. That's dope. Wow, this dude is powerful. I think he just became one of my favorite servants just because he's so versatile. Like, the fact that you can change his stats at will, like, that's my favorite part. Like, the fact that you can change his stats at will, oh, that makes him a great servant. That makes him an awesome servant. The other thing, the body or the trans configuration, that's dope. Yo, that's crazy. He can turn into anything, change his size and weight. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Imagine, like, this guy can turn like into a freaking building sized creature and just step on dudes. Like, he's strong, man. Like, yo, you guys were not joking when you told me that he was powerful. I didn't think he was this cool. I didn't think he was this powerful. In my mind right now, I think, I know it is said that Gilgamesh considers him an equal. In my mind right now, from what I've seen, I think he might just be a little bit better than Gilgamesh, just a little bit. Like, if his skills are up maxed, I think he might just be a little bit better. Because, like, he has regeneration, he can change size, he can match the Gate of Babylon blow for blow. I think he might just be better. I can't say exactly though, just because, like, yes, he can match the Gate of Babylon weapon for weapon, but remember, some of those weapons in Gilgamesh's arsenal do have special abilities. So that's the, and we don't know what weapons exactly he has in there. So there might just be a weapon in there that we don't know about that can nullify, I don't know, some of Enkidu's abilities, or I don't know, debuffs or and stuff like that. So that's where I'm not too sure. But if we just go and assume that, that all of Gilgamesh weapons are just that, weapons, and none of them like affect Enkidu in any critical way, I think he's better. He's better. His body's indestructible. He can change size and weight, making him pretty damn strong in close combat too. Like, that ability, the fact that he can change size and weight, makes him strong at close combat and at long range. So this guy's just versatile all over. Like, his skills can be changed. He can fight close and long range. He can change size to that of a freaking giant, or that of a probably of a freaking fly. Like, that's dope. And remember, he changed into that woman, the women that he met. That's like the shape that he takes when he's summoned. But think about it, he can probably transform into anyone, not just her. He can probably transform into anyone, which means that this guy's not just strong, he can be sneaky as well. Like, he can probably sneak into a servant's or a master's room and assassinate him right then and there. Like, this guy's good. He's good. You guys were not joking. But yeah, like, you could tell how excited I was about this guy. Like, he's powerful, man. So I'ma just end the video right here. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. If you have any more information about Enkidu that you think I should know about, because you guys always do. You guys always come up with something that wasn't mentioned in the video, and like, please let me know, because I'm excited. I think this guy just became one of my favorite servants. So let me know in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe. Hit the subscribe button, hit that like button, and again, comment Enkidu. I want to know everything about Enkidu. I want to know. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. And as I always say, have an awesome day, and catch you guys in the next one.